Alright, so we're going to be playing some Astria Ascending today. I know, what? Voice in a video? That never happens. Well, you know, sometimes when we stream so long, your voice just kind of hurts, but right now it's feeling alright, so we'll go ahead and do voice for this one. If you haven't heard of this one, I hadn't seen too much on it, but I saw that it was made by Square Enix, and you know, Square Enix be doing things, so... It's also supposed to be like 100% hand-drawn or something like that, so that was also interesting. Voice language, yeah, English. We could do it in Japanese, but then I would not be able to, you know, actually know anything, and, as you can probably imagine, there's definitely some issues that would go along with that, so let's just save ourselves from that, shall we? Dear Villagers presents... Oh, we got a narrator. Let's go, Pop. Let me turn this up for you here.
Grow the harmelin. The Zefts strut along the Zeft heights. The Awasies twitter among the Awasi woods.
Sure.
The Arctans roar through the Arctan Valley. And the Peskas boast of their Pesca Spring. The Merios reside within the United Town suburbs.
Alright, this is too many people all at once.
They all come together in harmony.
Milady?
The demigods protect everyone.
Ah, the demigods, of course. Oh, hell.
Using zodiac powers that enrich both mind and body, they fight to protect the harmony.
Zodiac's not
from
more
the
star
noises.
signs. Not like this.
The Chosen Ones battle the Bringers of Chaos for 3 years before leaving our world.
You can definitely tell the, like, hand-drawn aspect to the game.
Many parents tell their children that the demigods go on to play among the stars. But even children know the truth. To obtain zodiac powers, a demigod must pay
How
with
do
their
the children
life.
know this?
They receive 3 years of glory. Then they die, leaving their families greatly compensated and the most wonderful gift of all, harmony.
That doesn't sound like a very good trade deal to me. I don't know about you guys. 3
so
years and then
they
you're
grow
just
up in
gone?
fear,
I don't know.
knowing that one day we too might be selected for greatness.
Careful, Ulan. You almost stepped on the equipment I'm repairing.
Walkways are meant for walking, Eco, not working.
I know. I'd work over there, but the old geezer won't share the space.
Who you calling geezer, you filthy Pesca?
Whoa,
If you've got a
you
mouth
didn't
to
say that.
complain, you should use it to ask me to move.
And if I asked, would you move?
Of course not.
That attitude will lead you to an early grave.
You'll die when I do. You're in transcendence, my friend.
Curse my fate.
Oh, not you too, Lan. Don't look so dour.
Who, me? No, I'm quite happy. Even more so when my friends are getting along.
You hear what she's saying, kid?
So the voice acting so far, I'm not against it. I don't love it either. It just kind of exists. As of so far for these characters, we'll see if that changes in some later ones. As for us, being a demigod, use L to move right to left. You can jump using O when you approach a treasure chest, press X though. Ah, the real things we need to know. Captain, she's the leader of the 333rd Demigod. She's a cordial young woman who would like everyone to get along. Ulan is a captain, a versatile fighter specializing in protecting allies and analyzing enemies. Looks like we got a little bit of magic here with Cure, restores HP to a single target. We also have Taunt, so there is Provoke in this game, which is probably a good thing, considering it's a turn-based strategy. So if you ever played any of the Final Fantasies and stuff like that, the combat should look relatively familiar in that regard. We got our taunt there, increases the likelihood that the enemy will target the user for 3 turns. Now, important distinction, the note there, is the fact that it actually says increases the likelihood, so you're not guaranteed to get attacked every time. So you can't always rely on the skill, which is a little concerning because knowing my luck, the one time that it doesn't come up is when I'm gonna get absolutely wrecked for it. Like, I'll throw the provoke out there and be like, all right, I'm fine, and then they'll just ignore it and kill somebody. I can totally see that happening already. So we'll have to keep that in mind. That's just increased likelihood.
Forgive our Peugeot. He's never known how to keep quiet. Just 3 more months of your patience, please.
I don't know if I've got that much patience, but alright. We got a summoner? Okay. Elysia is a mature woman and a magic specialist. She's happily married. Well, rip to all dudes in chat. Feels bad. Elysia is a summoner, a magic fighter capable of summoning various creatures that enter in battle. We got Force, which deals neutral damage to a single target, and then we got Mig, which summons Mig to the battlefield. Who the heck is Mig? No idea.
If you don't mind, I'll go and patrol the orchard. I've had enough of this racket.
I do like that voice act. You're a sorcerer. Okay, you know, based on the design, I was thinking you're going to be maybe more like Brawler or something, but okay. Dagmar's attack turn, who only speaks when he deems it necessary. A big rough, he doesn't like wasting time waiting around. He's a sorcerer, a magic fighter with a wide range of elemental spells. So we've got fire, and then we have Nyx. So we have fire and lightning through him. Alright, fair enough.
Just 3 more months until Transcendence. Let's finish strong.
Sure. Chris? And you are the Fencer class. Okay, so Chris is mild-mannered Zeph, who values her family and harmony. Chris is a Fencer, a fighter using both physical and magic attack with mastery over all elements. Fencer sounds like the most broken so far. So we've got access to physical and magical, and then presumably, it says master over all the elements, so presumably you can learn all of the magic? So that's pretty good. Fireblade deals physical and fire elemental damage to a single target, and then we got Talon Blade, which deals physical and earth elemental damage to a single target. Physical and fire. So if an enemy resist one but is weak to the other, does that mean we're doing neutral damage, or does that mean we're doing weakened damage? Not exactly sure how that's gonna go down. But interesting to see that we have access to both.
Being a leader must be tough. I'd be happy to help sometimes, you know.
Alright, you're just a straight-up soldier. Alec is a meticulous young man who likes mysteries and logical thinking. He envies Yolan's position as leader of the group. Alec is a soldier, a physical fighter capable of inflicting various status effects. A soldier doing status effects, huh? Interesting. So you got a little bit of a heal there with first aid. And then we've got Poison Hit, deals physical damage to a single target with a 70% chance of inflicting poison. So not a guaranteed poison, but a pretty good chance considering a lot of the poison activation chances on other games, so that's not too bad.
Uh-oh! Dagmar's giving me that look again. He might actually gobble me up this time.
Our Poncho is the husband of the lady we saw earlier, is nonchalant, prone to joking around, which tends to annoy some of the comrades. He's a thief, a fighter with various skills in his arsenal, in or out of combat. We've got Steal, and we got Token Transformation. Steal, as you expect, to steal an item. It also says that it's only an attempt, though, so it's not guaranteed. And then we got Token Transformation, which is a chance to transform the monster into a token. I don't really know what that means for us, but that sounds like an insta-kill skill immediately, essentially, is what I'm thinking there. But who knows what the token effect actually ends up doing for us?
I'm not the boy I was 3 years ago, you know. Your taunts won't make me cry, Arpeggio.
I'm really not a fan of this man's voice acting, but that's... Alright, he's the youngest among the 333rd demigods. He doesn't like to be treated as a child and tends to argue with the other members often. He is a scholar, a healer capable of using light magic attacks. Light magic attacks? Okay, so you're not a straight-up white mage. You actually have light magic. You gotta heal as well as light elemental damage. Fair enough.
More alone time? I think there's been a little too much of that lately.
Okay. Kaiden is young. Louise? I don't remember. She's a talkative girl who loves her freedom. She's an explorer, a fighter with mastery over dark elemental attacks and a knack for finding treasure. Deals dark damage to a single target, and then we've got deals physical damage to a single target and 70% chance to inflict the status slow for 3 turns. Now, slow could be broken, depending on how slow actually works in this game. Okay, I guess we had to talk to everybody anyways.
Awesome! Nurses! Awesome! Nurses!
Noises in the orchard. Right. Message received and understood. Demigods of the 333rd, head to the orchard. We'll meet there.
Damn noises just won't give up.
Perhaps they've taken a liking to you.
Ha! The noises should know by now that you're the only one for me, dear Alessia.
Well, okay then. Disturbance in harmony. We gotta go check out the orchard. You got anything to say on this? Keep the citizens safe while you take care of the noises. Alright. Gonna say the same thing. Average NPC. Well, hello there. Where have you been? You're a demigod, it's not right to stay away for so long. You're radiant as ever, my dear Connect. Do be quiet. Flattery won't get you out of this. The world is counting on you now. You have to apply yourself more. I'm busy, but perhaps you need me. Well, actually, yes. For some time, the tools you use to maintain the orchard have been disappearing. The minis suspect the noises in the vicinity, or perhaps people cannot make infinite tools, but the tools are essential. They must be recovered. I suppose the talent is a favor required. Steal the missing tools back from the noises and come back to us. Okay, so we need to use him, presumably. This is probably just like an optional quest, but we may as well. Alright, so we jump. Yeah, they haven't taught us anything else yet. Which floor do we want to go to? Presumably we're on 295. We can't actually go to the cancel room at the moment. At least it won't let me tag over there. I can probably turn the game audio down a bit now that they're not going through their dialogue here. Turn it down slightly more. Just make sure people can hear it. Why is all the leaves in this game spilling different? History is a good teacher we can use to find solutions to current issues. You don't say. Have you talked to my sister, Kappa? Oh, indeed. She knows a lot about history. She talked about so much history that she literally mentioned none of it. You gonna say the same thing? Alright, so those guys are probably never worth talking to, but here we are. We'll guard the goddess Yuna with our life. Please get rid of the noises in town. I do like the banners hanging up there. That's nice. I was wondering if I could talk to that guy that went past us, but no, apparently he's just an NPC running. Connecting with others. Approaching other people is a great chance to get to know them better. If you feel like chatting, press X in front of the person on top. Yeah, you're gonna say the same thing. We can't talk to any of them. Alright, well, you know, fair enough. His bubbles look so cool. Yeah, okay. Look at the way he swings his... Kind of sus, but yeah, okay. Oh, I skipped over whatever that was. Alright, well... Oh, that's probably just for me to get shown the objectives. Take the train to the woods, the heights, the valley, the spring, or the harmony orchard. Assuming it'll let me too. Choose any. No time to chat. I need to prepare my openings. Okay. Whatever that means for us. Sure. Yeah, you do you. Maybe my voice is a little loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. I never know, man. I need a boom arm so that way I can actually position this properly at some point.
Yeah.
Playing Jester is a matter of attacking while thinking about your defense. You will always have to think one turn in advance. Don't forget to rotate your token when needed. So it sounds like the tokens are used for a mini game within the game here. If I'm assuming that correctly, that is. We could just potentially get tokens from somewhere else. Choose your equipment wisely. Armors will change your weaknesses and resistances. Okay. So we might already have inherent weaknesses and resistances, and then armors might further increase that or decrease that, depending on what he's saying here. Enemies can use that to gain extra focus points in battle. Okay, I imagine it's probably acts like the BP system and whatnot. Try to exploit the enemy weaknesses in battle to do extra damage, but also credits you extra focus points. Then you can use those focus points to maximize damage. Alright, play off of people's weaknesses, something we've known for a while. Plants can be used in various ways. As you know, potions can be made from heal curves. Now that you mention, we may as well check out the entire area, right? Why not? It doesn't seem like we're actually pressed for time, so... Welcome to the finest item shop in town. So we've got potions that heal 30%, potion plus 50, Omni Potion 30, but this goes for the entirety of our party. 30% revives target 20% of their max HP, so we do got revives in the game. Revives 30%, but that's to your entire party, so that's pretty good. Probably why it's so expensive. And then we got Remedy, which is your panacea, as you could probably expect.
Come again.
Doubt we realistically need anything at this point. I think it showed that we had some on hand anyways to begin with, which you would expect, right? May as well check out the guild, right? What the hell are they? Some powerful noises have been wreaking havoc lately. Thanks. Yeah, you right. Say, do you travel often? I hear the world is full of wondrous trees and flowers. I wish I could see them all. Who asked? But yeah, sure, you right. Enter the weapon shop. Okay, there we go. Kind of wish they had more defined areas for that rather than having to read the text on the bottom there.
Ah.
You here to buy or to sell? Neither. I'm just window shopping. Wow, these are expensive. Okay. At least so far. Alright, so Poison Guard Ring, immune against poison. Strength Necklace gives a small boost to strength. Looks like +2 strength, which I can't imagine is very significant. Magic +2, defense +2. Magical defense +2. Leather plate. Easily catches fire. Interesting. So like that one NPC was telling us earlier, the gear actually does increase our resistances to some and lowers our resistances to other. As you can see over there on the ice, it looks like we get a little bit of resistance towards the ice, but we also gain a bit of a weakness towards fire. And it looks like some of these armors will actually eventually give us a status effect immunity, so that's pretty cool. Not that we could really afford any of this, I'm just kind of interested to see what they're offering right now. Some of these might be character specific from the looks of it, considering some of the character faces down there are more or less grayed out, while some of them are a bit more lit up, which is to be expected. So we could buy some, like, baby gear here. But we also don't have much money. See if anybody else has anything useful to say. Sometimes I wonder how some races survived until now. Sure. What do you mean? Every race has their own abilities. You can't deny that. So we might have some inherent abilities to looks of us. Or they might just be talking about the fact that we have access to different magic and skills and whatnot like that. In which case, fair enough. It didn't look like we could go any farther that way unless I was missing something, so we'll go ahead and do the actual thing now. It's the first episode, you know, but we gotta get used to our surroundings and whatnot. Did I go too far again? I did, didn't I? Every time, man. There we go. What if we try and go somewhere that isn't the orchard, just to try it? Sure, why not? Have you seen a Ziff scale up close? I hear they were sturdier in the past. Personally, I think they look beautiful and strong. Who asked? Have you ever taken a closer look at a potion? That mesmerizing color, the subtle bubbles. I almost want to get hurt just so I can drink. Sure. The noises have been agitated lately. Thankfully, they'll never reach the Wheezy Woods. We're too high up. That sounds like some copium to me, and definitely won't happen. If you're interested in old myths and fairy tales, come talk to me. I'm here. Hey, how are you? Okay, she's not interested actually. She's like, I said it, but I don't actually mean it. Alright, that little dude's just simping for the, I guess they're more or less harpies, right? Although usually the harpies are generally considered more female more than anything. Am I correct in saying? I feel like is that really breast in the flesh? I want to talk to her, but my legs are wobbly. Alright, well. What? We Zips are really fit for combat. We may not look as powerful as the bulky harpoons, but our skills are pretty tough. Here, you touched them before. Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. Miss me with that. Wow. Is it true what they say? Do you see Yuno almost every day? That must be such an honor talking to the goddess so often. Have you ever heard of a game called Jason? Very slightly. I wonder what all the fuss is about. Honestly, don't people have better things to do than to play with silly tokens? Wow, okay. You know, some of us don't have it easy either. Stealing and lying are part of our survival. Well. Was I actually able to jump on top of this? I thought my character got stuck up there for a second. I was like, wait, can I actually explore a bit more here? Because, like, what's the point of giving me a jump if there's nothing for me to jump on? You know what I'm saying? Dude's built different. Hey Dagmar, how are you doing? Not too tired, or the taking good care of you up there with the other demigods? Still the Joker, Magder. Of course, otherwise I'd just be boring. Is there something on your mind, or did you just want to ruin my day? They asked me to challenge you, and I have to admit, I said yes right away. Though nothing very difficult to start with, a few toofas to bring down. And that'll show me you're not an old fossil. I don't care what you think, what do I get out of it? My respects and gifts, a bit of training. The gifts and training for sure. As for my respect, I wouldn't count on it. Okay then. Can we actually do that? I hope you're not too rusty to do what I asked. Okay, so he's not actually providing the challenge. You know what? I love clothes. I think the fashion sense is a bit crude, though. I wish I could wear something made by Mirios. There's no room for my tail. Of course, you gotta get the cat girls in here because, you know, you just have to. Well, hell, with all the technology here in Harmonia, do you think we'd have a way to get rid of the noises for good? Why don't we design a weapon to eliminate them? You don't say. The noises are hurting so many people, I wish I could help somehow. Sure, I'd rather stay away from the demigods. Oh, sure, I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. Did we go to the spring already? Is that not where we are right now? My lord. There we go, now we're actually at the spring. Just read the new essay titled How Harmony Changed the World. It helps you to put things in perspective. No, and also, sure. Why not? Badira is a magnificent city. The king and queen are admired by all. You should visit when you can. Sure. Say, you've seen many different places, right? Our architecture is the best, right? Right. I mean, you know, it's useless. I cannot go any farther this way. All right, fair enough. Kind of wish there was like a sprint or something just to get me across the screen quicker, but hey, you know, sometimes it just can't be that easy. All right, we'll do the real thing.
Where are the noises?
There. Oh no. There. Oh no.
Thanks. Wait here.
What strange NPCs. I get to
Target
fight with
spotted.
everybody in here? There's no way I'm fighting with this entire team, right? Right?
Focus.
Alright, so we get 4. Maybe I could have set up the party a bit different. I don't know. So we got our attack. Physical attack can miss depending on the target's evasion. Okay, that's to be expected. Using ability. Abilities are unlocked in each character's ascension tree. Guard reduces physical and magical damage by, I believe that says 20% over there. Screen kinda got cut off there, although I haven't actually been able to mess with any of the settings, so that might just be a thing that happens. Use focus to add a temporary focus point to the team. Assign focus points to an action to increase the damage value dealt to the target. Focus points assigned to abilities with status effects will increase their duration. Temporary focus lasts only 1 full turn. Use items from the inventory. Some items can heal, remove status, or revive. Some items can also deal damage to enemies. Interesting. And we can also switch out characters in the middle of the combat. Interesting. Okay, so they were probably expected to use quite a bit of our party then, if that's the case. Change the composition of the active team in battle by switching 1 or more characters with members in reserve. So we can do this all at once, okay? But where using this action will end your turn. So you want to use this right at the end of your turn if you're going to do it, from the sounds of it. Yeah, whatever that option is at the back, we can't actually... What's this actually doing for us? Oh, is that the focus or something? Alright, abilities. Small amount of dark elemental damage or physical with slow. Give me the slow. Bones?
I'm ready.
We kind of one-shot him is the thing, so I'm not really sure I necessarily need to be using this much, but sure. Why not? Show it off, right? Alright, well that was kind of free. Probably shouldn't have used all my MP and whatnot for that. Think I won't fight you?
Stay alert.
Maybe I should just be swinging regular attacks here? You didn't kill, but you're also like the mage, so that makes sense why you're doing it.
No way.
You really got hit by that. Come on, man. These are like the weakest of noobs. What do you mean you're getting hit by that? Oh no. There's 3 of them now. We've got no chance.
My turn.
Should probably still be using skills on our mages here. Our water dude resists water. Who could have seen that one coming? I imagine lightning is probably pretty good on you guys. If you're using water magic, it is. You are weak. Beautiful.
Let's fight.
That's a lot of people.
Leave it to me.
You one-shot anyways, because you're like our harpy lady. Deal light damage, why not? We don't have anything that's like true AoE yet that hits everyone. We are healing after every fight, which is something I'm noticing so far, which is fine. We could taunt here, but it really doesn't look like there's any need to. Yeah, you use a lot of MP to do your stuff. Probably should be using your magic a little more sparingly.
Not as tough as a demigod.
Although, depending on how levels
Any
work,
more?
we could get those refunded
I
back
don't
to us.
see any, but maybe we should take another look around.
Sponsor. Noises. Pesca. Spring.
What? Noises at Pesca Spring.
Pesca. Spring. Noises. Sponsor.
Noises in town? That can't be right. You sure you didn't miss here?
Pesca. Spring. Pesca. Spring.
Either way, let's head to Pesca Spring. We can't afford to take chances.
Those guys were pretty new. Like, we really expected to believe that these guys aren't, or, you know, people in general aren't capable of handling all this. I don't know.
What's going on?
Echo, what a relief.
I'm so glad the demigods are here.
We heard about the noises. Where are they?
I haven't come across any myself, but they've been seen near the town center.
Stop, Echo. I know how you feel. The noises have found their way into the town. We must tread carefully.
Hurry!
Tread carefully. AK, let's just, you know, run over there. Nobody's gonna be concerned about this, right? Alright, so it was focus that I was attempting to use earlier. I just wasn't entirely sure if that was what it was. So in battle, you can spend focus points to enhance the efficiency of an action. The focus points are shared among team members, and current numbers displayed on the top right corner of the screen. To spend them on an action, press whatever. Each battle starts with one focus point for both you and your opponent, but you can gain more by using the focus command or exploiting your opponent's weaknesses. Beware, the focus command only grants you temporary FP that will last only one turn. Enemies can be vulnerable to different types of attacks, physical, fire, all the elementals as you expect. By finding and hitting targets' weaknesses, you'll gain 2 extra focus points, but there are cases where this could go wrong. Okay, so you don't always want to go for weak points then, since some will actually benefit from it. Okay. Weak. It receives double damage and the attacking team gets 2 extra focus points. Resist. It receives half damage and the attacking team loses 1 focus point. Nullify receives no damage and the attacking team loses 2 focus points. Absorb is healed and the attacking team loses 3 focus points. Okay, so I see what they're saying. So it could be a boss's weakness or something like that, but they also might have armor that necessarily nullifies the weaknesses or straight up absorbs it. Which either of those, where even though it would have technically had been the weakness of it, you would still get punished for the fact that it would be nullifying or absorbing it. Alright, fair enough. You can reorganize your characters in battle at any time. Just press the switch command and reorganize your party as you like. Upon pressing the button that confirms your changes, the current turn will be over. You can swap party members as much as you want, even those that have been KO'd. Okay, so they really expect me to use my whole party here is basically what that's saying, and like on a rather consistent basis.
Leave it to me.
Let's see what dark damage does to these guys, if anything. It does neutral. Alright, fair enough. How's light damage to you? Weak to light. Okay, that's good to know. It's not really a point. Oh, okay, I did 0 damage with that, which means that you guys are physically defensive, but not magically defensive, you know? Seems like we got a relatively balanced party at the moment, so we'll probably just keep it the way it is for the time being. We'll see the other characters in time, I'm sure. Alright, so dark damage actually did something. Physical damage did not do anything, so if that's the case, we may as well do the dark.
Let me help.
And then the light was enough to get the kill last time. I should have used it on the other guy because he was weaker. You really can't do anything. I mean, I guess I could have used taunt, but it really wouldn't have done much. We can try fire on it. I mean, lightning was neutral last time, but we may as well check it out. You're weak to fire as well. Okay. The more you know, right?
Okay, it's on.
What do we got this time?
Leave it to me.
We got this rad-looking dude here. Alright, let's see if we can get the slow on him then. We did get the slow, and we just outright one-shot him. Okay, well, that was I was really sweating that one.
Looks like they're over there.
Hola, healthy. Good luck.
A Harmelin delivery? Thank you.
What was that?
Oh, my family manages McMe Messengers. My brother took over the business after my mother passed away.
No, I mean,
That we should get back to work and stop wasting time with Migmies?
stick your beak back into your own business.
Hey, don't be like that. Just 3 more months till we die after all.
My apologies, Dagmar. Let's go.
Okay, sure. I don't really know why that needed to happen, but yeah, okay. Slashing monsters and initiative. See, they didn't tell me this before. They were holding out on me. Okay. When encountering a monster outside cities, you slash to increase your chances of getting the battle initiative. Be careful. If the monster touches you behind your back, that will always start with the enemy initiative. So we can benefit if we hit them first. They always benefit if they hit us from behind. Can I slash this? Yeah. It looks like something I should be able to interact with at some point, but maybe I haven't hit that cue for the game to recognize it. Or maybe it does nothing. Could always be a thing.
Ready.
I don't think any of us truly have any, like, AoE to us. I'm thinking we definitely hit a taunt on this one.
My turn.
Okay, so the rats absorb light. So presumably you're weak to dark then?
Feel clear.
Alright, cool.
Ow!
Rally cry. Oh, you guys are just gonna spam more rats into here? Yeah, we're
No
definitely
way.
gonna be taunting this. I only taunt one character? Okay, see, I was expecting it to taunt the entire area, not just taunt one, although I guess it says that enemy in particular. I mean, if that's the case, I should probably just keep killing. You lived with 5 HP, what, did I low roll or something? Come on now.
Fire!
See if fire's good or not. Well, our sorcerer just does damage. Our water boy can honestly probably go, but then if we throw him back, then it's gonna end the turn, which is annoying. But we could also check out other characters.
It's battle time.
So does it end my turn entirely, or it ends that character's turn that it was supposed to be on? I'm gonna assume that it ends the character's turn that it was, and not my actual turn for my entire party. Poison. Don't be like that. Did you really land the poison? Oh, you suck. Man, I need some AoE right now because I cannot get rid of these dudes fast enough. Really losing with 5 HP. Well, if they're gonna keep summoning, maybe I'd just drop them all to like low HP and then sweep them.
Like that?
Fire did fine. Lightning could be interesting. See if they absorb that or not. No, it's just neutral.
My turn.
Alright, well, let's keep clearing these guys out here so they can't cover it as quickly. We are slowly burning out from this poison here, which is, you can imagine, is not ideal.
This ends now.
Alright, so you have the fire blade as well as the talon blade. So how does earth damage do to you guys? Looks like neutral, but it also did 2 hits there. So it did the fire, or it did the earth as well as the physical damage, which we knew it did both, but I thought it was going to register as, you know, like 1 total damage, but it actually registers as the elemental damage and then the physical damage. So that's a distinction to note right there. We have cure if we need it, but we really don't at this point. We kind of just got to keep blowing these guys up. The fact that they keep living with like 1 HP is just really unfortunate. Also, the fact that you missed. Are you kidding me?
Fire.
Well, thankfully, because we switched, we can more or less keep blowing these guys up.
Feel fear.
And it doesn't look like they're necessarily guaranteed the spam reinforcements every time, which helps. May as well check out the fire effect just to see. Wrecked. HP-wise, nah, we need to kill all these guys off. I'm not sure if we can actually do healing outside of combat using our magic. It might require actual items. In which case, that'd be kind of unfortunate.
Feel fear.
I wish I knew the actual turn order of what was going on here. Like, I wish I had a set turn order where it would show, you know, like the characters' faces and then like next and something like that. Maybe there is, and I'm just not seeing it. It looks like people actually healed the full unless I'm lit there. In which case we're fine, although the mana stayed the same, but our HP went back to full. Not exactly sure how that works. Yeah, sure, okay. Items, we got consumables here. I don't think we need to use anything outright just yet. Does poison clear out of combat? That's a question. I want to say yes, but it could have also just ran out of time. Can't hit these. Okay, so it probably wants to jump over these then. Fair enough. Platforming intensifies. Let's go. Thought I might have to hit that to open it, but yeah, we'll just take the chest. I didn't even get to see what my loot was. It showed up for all of like 5 seconds. And this benefits me how exactly? I press square. Don't give me that. Take it. Alright. Well, what do we got here?
Leave it to me.
I wish I could see their weaknesses after we discovered it when locking onto them. You don't do any damage here, so I guess you could just start. You also don't do any damage here. I mean, I guess we could have taunted, but is there like really a need? Whatever we do here, kills. We should probably use an Ether on our sorcerer there, because this man's got absolutely 0 mana right now.
What do we have here?
She said, what do we have here, yet we couldn't interact. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll just...
Mission complete.
Sure. I guess we figured out the puzzles. That was the puzzle, apparently. Yeah, okay. Hooray for us, I guess. So when you level up, do you get everything restored? Because that would make a lot more sense why everybody got restored. Because that would be kind of inconvenient if we did have no mana going into this. Not that we can't just switch them out. You know, we'll keep our supplies for right now. In fact, we can just like switch them out right now. Let's check out somebody we haven't used before. Let's check out our summoner. And our water boy doesn't seem to be doing great for us right now. Why don't we put in the husband-wife combo? Why not? We also had something that I forgot to... I gotta steal the gardening tools from the some iris and the spring sewers. Alright, well, definitely failed that. Use the Zodiac ring to progress in dungeons, correct? Congratulations, you have acquired the power of the Zodiac ring. By pressing R2, a burst of energy will be projected in front of Yulin. Use it to activate switches on your way. Alright then, so that's how we actually get out of here then. I knew those had to be usable for some. Alright, those are actually in my way. Let's jump over those real quick. So I actually need to be stealing from things? Oops. Alright, well, if we walk out and come back in, will we actually have our stuff reset or not? No. Kind of expected that to be the case. Did the enemies reset though? Yes. Okay. And it looks like we actually have some different enemies here this time, so there is a bit more variety than what originally looked to be the case. And we actually need the steel from the monkey man there, so that actually works out for us here. Our thieves are fastest. I was expecting it to be Yulin, but that makes sense. We want to steal from you, so go ahead and attempt that.
What?
I'm up.
I'm guessing that means he failed. Summon me to the battlefield. Deals a small amount of neutral damage to someone. Why not try the summon? It could be interesting. Dude's got some HP on him, alright. 400 plus HP, okay. What does this exactly do? Okay, our summon actually fights for our entire team instead? Is that how this is working? Deals a small amount of neutral damage to all targets. That would have been nice. Deals a small amount of neutral damage to a single target. Of course, we need bonus points for that. Interesting. So the summons seem alright so far. It's our first summon, right? So we can't like put too much into it. You do be getting slapped around though. Just a little bit. Now how long does the summon actually last? Until he's dead the entire time? Like, withdraw the summon from the battlefield and recall the characters to pursue the battle. So the summons are actually kind of lit from the looks of it. I mean, he may not be like the most impressive summon right now, but the fact that our summons are actual characters and not just like a summon skill and whatnot. We'll go ahead and recall. And that costs 20% of her max HP, but other than that, that's pretty worthwhile from the looks of it. Let's see if we can actually steal from this guy.
I'll take this.
Which we didn't yet. Now, I'm not sure if we can actually do that multiple times to the same character. I imagine not. Check out what Force does for us there. It does neutral damage, so that's not too surprising that it did what it did there. Try the soak slash here, which we didn't get. We just straight up killed him. As to be expected. We got 2 things of gardening tools there. Okay, so we actually just need to find one more from them. I guess that means he actually did steal from
The
him the
Paskers
first time.
must have done something to bring the noises into town.
I got distracted by the dude talking about the bottom there. That I didn't even look at the enemies because I was looking at his stuff, his speech.
What?
You failed to steal again. Why are you like this? Well, it's neutral damage, so it should be alright. Did good damage. A slow slash should just kill this guy, and then we'll just keep the monkey dude alive until we can actually steal from him appropriately. I guess we could taunt just to see the taunt. Alright, yeah, I would have expected something a little more different than that. I guess the taunt don't really work if he has a AoE, huh? Alright, let's get the steal off here.
What?
Are you kidding me? Oh boy. Alright, everybody just chill.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal on you. Nice.
Let's see.
I mean, we're really just waiting on the steal at this point to complete this side quest that we have here. So go ahead and actually land the steal for us our lives. Beautiful.
Leave it to me.
And we should be able to just annihilate this dude now.
I'm up.
Probably go ahead and use force. Now the summons actually use HP and not MP, so we can actually spam skills with her and then use the HP for our summons. I don't think there was anything really else over that way. I wonder if the rat spawn was kind of rare, the fact that we haven't seen it yet again, or maybe it was like a harder spawn or something. Equipment, I imagine we have everything equipped that we can get. Quest, Jaster. I guess we could be turning some of these guys into tokens, huh? Freeze monsters to avoid battles. You can use the Zodiac Ring to freeze monsters to jump above them when you don't want to fight them. But what if we want to fight them? We did get the preemptive strike, so we can just go ahead and roll this guy. See if we can turn him into a token.
What?
We did miss. I do want to turn this guy into a token for the sake of seeing how it actually ends up working out for us.
Ready.
I guess you can go ahead and throw the taunt out there. Just throw the taunt out there. So I want to attempt this until this guy gets turned into a token, because I want to see what the tokens are all about here. And we did get him.
Learned your lesson?
And that does count as an insta-kill, but do we get the XP for it? We don't. It just counts as them turning into a token. Okay, fair enough, I guess. I guess I should probably turn everybody into tokens down here, right? Because usually when they put this much time into a mini-game, usually it holds some halfway decent rewards. I imagine we just have to light all those up at some point. Torment an ocean roaring with anger. The fisherman is coming. His 100 silver scales guide his people with their radiance to Mother Earth. O hero, be our king for another 1,000 years. Yeah, okay. Not really sure what I'm supposed to make out of that current. That probably just opens the door over there for us, but we'll go ahead and hit the ring anyways. But it did actually light this up. Why is that? Not entirely sure. We can figure that out. So that just freezes them. But freezing them also gives us basically a free preemptive strike. We can attempt to steal just from everything we run across just to see what they got on them.
What?
You know?
Leave it to me.
And then if it doesn't work, we just pull it. Oh.
I'm out.
Alright, 1 second. I forgot to change that. Alright. So we're gonna try to... We haven't turned this guy into a token yet, did we? Or did we? I've already forgotten. That's not what you want to see. How does neutral damage work? Same as physical damage. Probably could have guessed that one.
Miss me.
Let's see if you got anything on you, eh?
I'll take this.
Stat, or whatever that means for us. I'm gonna assume that actually is good for us. We knew that wasn't gonna do any damage. I guess I should have just done a guard instead. I actually have no way that can do damage to this guy right now, huh? Well, alright. Let's switch to one of our mages that actually have some magic on him. Except I pressed the wrong button, I guess. There we go.
We've got this.
Ow!
It was 14 damage, come on. We did get the steal off. Is there ever so much as too many tokens in this game? I don't know.
Gotcha!
I mean, it works as an insta-kill, so... You don't get the XP from it, though, so maybe I should have just taken the
These
kill.
scaly pescas better not make more work for us.
We also might get some side quests that ask for
more
tokens, though.
information.
Okay, so we turned it on, but it didn't actually do anything for us. As of so far.
We won't lose!
Preemptive strike. Okay, let's see if we can steal, and then if we can steal...
What?
Alright,
Leave it to
well,
me.
that's about what I expected, honestly, at this point.
I'm up.
We were able to one-shot that guy there, which is nice. Correct. Alright, so we're gonna attempt the steal, and we're gonna try and turn one of them into a token here. We'll use the ethers if necessary, just to see what we can get out of them.
I got this.
Usually when an enemy is rather hard to steal from, that generally means they have good items, at least from, you know, other games I've played.
Ready.
we are basically one-shotting them as well, so we're not in, like, huge danger of attempting to do it.
What?
I'm up.
We might just try and turn one into a token early. Go ahead and use the ether on him, so that way he's got the mana sustain to go ahead and do this.
Leave it to me.
And then we'll just keep clearing these guys out just to reduce some of the damage here.
Let's see.
Alright, so we're gonna try and turn this guy into a token here.
What?
Of course, didn't work. Never luck. Let's go ahead and defend with you for the time being. After you kill him. Alright, that's just a little unnecessary, really. But okay. Cure does not actually cure status effects. Alright, come on. Quit joking around. Turn this man into a token. Okay, well, you know.
Guard it. I'm up.
Just gonna keep guarding until we turn this guy into a token. I don't care how long it takes. This man is becoming a token. The reinforcements are just really helping you out there so much. Just turn into a token already. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't rob me of all my experience there by turning him into a token. I didn't say we got experience, but we did get items. Okay, there we go. I did say I actually got the experience there. Okay, so we've hit all of these with the ring so far. That thing we read before is probably the order that we're actually supposed to hit those in. I just thought about it until now. Confusion ring guard. The fact that they gave us a confusion ring makes me think I should throw it on somebody right now. Does it do it? I mean, it gives us confusion resistance, right? But like, other than that, weight doesn't seem to be a thing so far. So yeah, sure. Why not give our tank confusion resistance? Because if they start, you know, provoking everybody, that could be annoying. Well, I guess we should go back and read that tile then, so we know what's going on here. Ocean Fisherman, Mother Earth King. Okay. Yeah, so it is in a specific order. Ocean. That should be Mother Earth, presumably. Maybe Fisherman, though? Alright, so yeah. So we hit the one up here, we go back for the Earth, and then presumably the human-esque looking dude will be the king. They molded out the text and whatnot there, so I probably should have got that sooner, but I was also, you know, trying to turn everybody into tokens and steal from them and whatnot, so and sometimes it just happens. There we go. It didn't show up that anything else actually happened outside of that door becoming open, so I'm going to assume, other than that, that we're fine to leave this as is. Nothing over here for us. Can't shoot it. I can't shoot it, but it doesn't do much. Wrecked. Should probably stop being so stingy with our resources here. Alright, let's see if we could actually get a steal off for once. We did get it. A force order. What does that actually mean for us? No idea.
Learned your lesson?
We are getting some resources back here, but not really the ones I'm looking for, aka our feathers right now. Alright, so force ore is actually consumable. Deals neutral damage to the target. Okay, I mean, fair enough. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but it's something. Using the Ascension Tree, press it to open the main menu, then navigate to the Ascension Tree, select the star nodes you want to learn. Ability, the character will learn a new ability stat, the stat will increase. And support, the character will learn a support ability. Every star node requires SP earned about to be unlocked, with stat star nodes require you to place a stat orb to be effective. Now, I believe we actually did get a stat orb from somebody. So if we just look at our tree here. SP available. Okay, so we go to the captain job here. Can we start from anywhere on here? Do they need to be connected, or can I just unlock things? Increases max strength or defense or magic or defense by 2, so I guess you get the pick, or maybe it's random, or maybe it gives us all of them. Because it says or, but then it says +2 to everything down there, so I'm not exactly sure what it's aiming for there. Locked, 80 requirement, okay, some of these are 30, got 200, jeez. Okay, so increases max HP, displays targets HP and weaknesses, I would absolutely love that. I don't have enough stat orbs for it though. We do have the SP available, but not enough for that, okay. Well, it said that, so presumably we could actually level something there on our ascension tree, but from the looks of it, not so much. So maybe they expected me to farm a bit more there.
That'll be the harmelon they all eat.
The walking animation is a bit stiff, but I suppose when it's all hand-drawn, that'd make more sense. Excuse you? Milady? Well, hello. How are you? Well, you know, I should have definitely...
noises, if I'm not mistaken.
Should have definitely gotten ready for a flight, I suppose, if they were going to give me that tutorial. So we're going to be a little low on HP and, man, coming into this fight, which is not great. It's 10 to steal from Octo Fairy, huh? Is that what they call him? Yeah, okay.
What?
Poison Kiss. Well, that's...
Leave it to me.
You have no... So let's see what your damage is looking like. Not as much as, you know, I'd hoped for, but it's something. We can have you just heal off the poison for the time being, because we've got some remedies here, so that way we stop taking poison damage. We don't necessarily need you at the moment, so that'll work out. Go ahead and hit the taunt on you, since it looks like you're gonna be our first real boss as a character. Try and steal from me again, being a boss character. We did steal an Ether, which is kind of nice. I don't know if enemies in this game actually have more than one item on them or not, so I'm not sure if I should be attempting to steal more from her or not. Gotta do a little bit of mana control here.
I'm up.
We can just have everybody play support for the time being. You're supposed to be taunted for 3 turns. I'm not exactly sure how much that actually means for us right now, but 3 turns. How are turns decided? Correct.
Like that.
We did steal from it. I mean, there's no way we make a token out of this, right? I mean, this is probably straight copium, but it would be interesting to see if we can actually make it happen. You're immune, okay. At least I actually know for sure, and the fact that it said that you're immune there. But like, what if you didn't? I should probably just be using an actual healer rather than just using all of my HP potions. Alright, well, let's see if you're weak to dark damage, huh? You are neutral to it. Okay, fair enough. I probably need to re-up my taunt soon if I haven't already. We already stole from you, so I don't really see our thief doing much for us here. We haven't tried out our soldier man yet, so why not try him out? I don't imagine Bubble Man's gonna be very good here. Although physical damage seems to be doing alright, so we'll switch you 2 out. Poison Kiss, a little rude. Probably have to re-up that taunt soon enough here. So dark to neutral, so what if we... Can we get the slow on you? We did get the slow on you. Or no, we didn't actually get the slow. It showed as if we at least attempted to do it, but didn't actually get. Let's get the taunt out there. I imagine poison would be pretty good against this guy, considering how high the HP bar is, depending on if they can actually be poisoned or not. I'm just gonna have you heal for the time being. Do need the arena poison at some point. First aid, we could use you to heal. 70% chance to poison, assuming you're not immune to it. Poison would be sick. 565, and it looks like we might have actually gotten the poison there. It's hard to tell. We did get the poison. We could actually heal the enemy. Now that's interesting.
This ends now.
Fire, presumably not. Earth might work on you for super effective.
Whoops.
Apparently you missed on one of those, although it's hard to tell which one exactly. Presumably the elemental you missed on. See if you can do some damage here.
My turn
A little
now.
bit of damage. We'll just have you play support for the time being, since you actually have a healing animation. Let's see if we can use Talent Flame. Maybe you're weak to Earth? Question mark? Nope, neutral. Okay. I don't remember last time we taunted you, but we also don't have enough mana either. So poison's doing a little bit. It's like one extra hit a turn, which isn't terrible. I think we could just outright just straight DPS him right now. We still have 2 turns of poison. I wonder if it actually continues to stack. Like if it's gonna stack up to 5 here, or if it'll reset back to 3. It does reset back to 3. Okay, so you can't just keep infinitely stacking poison. It makes sense. Transform. What?
This ends now.
Oh, good. What? What? Okay. Well, this is gonna get real so interesting now, isn't it? Alright, a little bit of damage here and there. Recover for 2k. Holy, alright, well. I think we might have to use one of our Omni-Ethers at this point, because everybody just needs mana at this point. It's just taking too long to get it back to us.
My turn now.
Well, let's reapply that poison, shall we? We missed the poison on that attack. Unfortunate. Fire presumably is resistant. Or this was at least neutral. And you hit twice, so that's helpful.
Let's see.
Definitely get that taunt back up. Stun.
Leave it to me.
Did you actually stun me? I mean, we attacked before you, so I'm not exactly sure if that worked out for you there or not, but okay. See if we can get the slow on you. We did get a crit there for 1,000 damage. You love to see that. See if we can get the poison on him here. Last time we missed. That time it also missed. He did land the stun on me, so I didn't get the attack with my pink there, which is kind of unfortunate. An extra 500 there.
No way.
Water.
My turn.
That's a bit of damage. Okay. We already need like another Omni-Ether at this rate. We're just using up so much, although I do need a heal on you now because that magic hurt.
My turn now.
Alright, use the first aid on you. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like you have any actual
Thanks.
AoEs, so we should be relatively fine off. Presumably, as long as we keep ourselves in
Let's see.
a well enough position here.
I'm fine.
Our tank can eat those easily. That's not too much of an issue there. I'm trying to see if I can get this slow on him because it does say it keeps missing.
I'll take you all.
It looks like it actually did end up sticking that time. I'm not sure if we can actually stack multiple status effects or not because we did get the slow, so I don't want to poison and then immediately have it work, if that makes sense. Wouldn't be nice to start getting some new skills about now. Recovered for 2,000 health. You're disgusting. Stop. Get some health. 289. That's much. See if we can get that poison on him. presumably we did land the poison there, I want to say. Okay, so we can do multiple status effects, so now they're both slowed and poisoned. They're out of mana at this point. There was light damage from our water guy here, so maybe we'll give that a chance. He actually has 0 HP, which is kind of concerning.
Let's see.
Make sure we get the taunt back up again, since our tank was stunned out there for like 3 turns or so. We did actually get the miss that time, which is beautiful to see. So I guess we kind of just gotta slowly wheel on them for the time being. Maybe light damage will be super effective. It is weak.
I'll take you all on.
You're still poisoned. Presumably, if we switch to our other mage, then we'll have access to lightning, which you'll be weak to, which would be great. Switch you for you. This fight is probably taking like way longer than it needs to. I probably need to be using the focus to actually DPS this guy way harder. So let's go ahead and throw an either on our electric mage over there.
I'm ready.
You also did weak damage to this guy, so this should hurt a bit with 150% boost here. Yeah, 1600, so the focus is you're all in, you just want to wreck somebody. Go ahead and have the tank heal themselves, so that way they can eat this attack just in case. Use the rest of our focus on the boss here. This should destroy him. Yeah, okay.
I knew we'd win.
So that fight was just use your focus. Forehead, I probably wasted so much materials on that fight for no reason. But they did. Nothing else behind us that it tried to force its paths. No, it looks like we're okay so far. Hit up this treasure chest. They thought I wouldn't check all the way. Potions times 3, not necessarily anything crazy, but we got it. I guess that's the end of the dungeon. Alright, so presumably every dungeon has like a final boss within the area.
You're a true demigod, Echo!
Well, it's my hometown. Not like I was gonna hold anything back.
He's just a mage.
Keep it up till the curtain falls. You're the pride of the Pesca. Thank you. I'll give it my all. Echo!
Echo! Echo! Echo! Echo! Echo!
Right. Nobody else had anything to do with that. It's all Bubblehead, man. Of course.
What's the matter, Eco?
There's something I want to discuss. Let's head back to our chambers.
Healing in cities. HP and MP regenerate in cities. However, take note that while exploring dungeons, only the character's HP will gradually regenerate, not their MP. Interesting. So we don't necessarily, in theory, actually have to use items within the dungeon in terms of our HP. We could just keep running back and forth until our HP heals up to full. Our MP, however, will not. But in cities, we'll get both back. It makes sense why cities would get both
noises
back.
in town more often. It feels nice to be praised.
I'm kind of surprised they gave us HP restoration within the actual dungeon itself. Free HP restoration, I should say. Go to the council room, go back to the Hanet and Harmonian Tower. Okay. Well, we did steal all the things that she wanted, so we could definitely go talk to her. I think it was to the left we wanted to go to get back to the tower. That's right. Well, hopefully some NPCs don't spawn in different areas that I should be talking to. I believe it was at the top of the floor here. In the Arcadium, maybe? Is that what I'm thinking? No. Was it actually the council room? It was somewhere in here. Alright, there we go.
Yes.
Thank you, you've done a good job. Thieves aren't necessarily bad guys, and I don't believe I said otherwise. I suppose the demigods have noticed that monsters are more restless than usual. I know a craftsman who's working on the creation of a kind of noise repulsor. Try the helping, would you? Talk to Pelham and Harmonia. Jaster is a popular game among people. Why don't you try it? You'll need tokens to play it, however. You can take some of mine if you want. Ha, nerd, get robbed. Nothing to report? Alright, well. He gave us quite a few tokens there. I guess we're here now. Yeah, okay.
You wanted to discuss something, Eco?
Yes, it's about the noises we defeated in town. There's supposed to be a unique type found only in my homeland of Vatira.
Well, okay.
And yet we saw them here in Harmonia. I don't understand what's going on.
We don't have time to idly wonder such things. Though magic is my specialty, I'm well versed in the history of the Harmony. It's
You
really
don't
quite
say.
interesting.
You and apparently everybody else in this
The
city
noises
love
have never
themselves some
appeared
history.
in town. At least not since our world was stabilized with the Harmelin.
So you're telling me this is some kind of unprecedented catastrophe?
And it has to happen when transcendence is upon us too? Talk about rotten luck.
Well, not going to be our issue. I mean, we're dead in, what, like 3 months or something like that? I mean, easy, right?
What should we do, Ulan?
Well, it's not really our issue, so, you know, we just...
This is too important. Yuno must decide. I'll go and seek her advice.
I'm coming with you.
Oh, yes, just really make sure to hurry
That's
there.
Alec for you. Can't do anything without the goddess Yuno say so.
If her permission helps him to fight with confidence, I see no harm in asking.
So we wait for Alec. And while the illustrious goddess decides our fate, how about a game of Jester, Ulan?
Thanks, but I'll have to pass.
Oh, come on. We've known each other for 33 months and haven't played a single game together.
Oh, we might actually be able to play some Jester here.
Oh, I see. I thought you were just a poor player. But you don't actually know how to play, do you?
Well, consider we just started the game.
Can't
No.
expect someone raised with a bunch of migmies to be up to snuff after all.
You what?
All right, let's play. You'll regret insulting my upbringing.
Well, alright then. Looks like we're playing some minigames. Jester is played with tokens on a 7-slot hexagonal grid. Each opponent selects 5 tokens to play the game. At the start of the game, 1 token from each player is randomly picked, and 1 will be discarded, and 1 will be placed at the center of the board. Okay, interesting. The goal is to flip over your opponent's token using one of your tokens. To flip a token, the value of the attacking token at the center of the token must be higher than the opponent's token. The value is not the only parameter to keep in mind. In fact, each token has its value modified depending on the angle of the attack. This is going to get real complicated real fast, isn't it? Each side can have the following defense. Neutral, the token value stays the same. Weak, the token value gets -2. Resist, the token value gets a bonus of +2. Nullify, the token nullifies the attack on this side and cannot be flipped. Absorb, the token absorbs the attack on this side and the opponent's is flipped. Okay, so absorb is broken. Nullified is pretty good for walling people. Resisted gives you a +2, which more than likely helps you win. Weak is how you lose, and neutral is neutral. When playing Jaster, attacking on the right side is important as preparing your defense for the next turn. That's why you can rotate your token using L1 and R1 to position your defense correctly and protect your token during the next turn. Each person you play with will ask you to play under different rules. Open, each player can see the other's tokens. Hidden tokens are hidden to the opponent. Random hands are composed of randomly picked tokens from the tokens you own. Locks, rotating your tokens is not allowed. And preemptive strike, your opponent will play first. Be sure to check the rules carefully before starting a game. Jaster trade rules. When winning a game, the winner can take some of the opponent's tokens. The number that can be taken is not always the same. It depends on the trade rule. The winner takes all the opponent's tokens. The winner can pick only one token, or flips. The winner will gain only the tokens flipped to their color at the end of the game. Okay, so you got an all-in, you can steal one, or you can steal more than one, but not necessarily all of them. Okay. I don't think I have much of a choice here, so, you know. Rules of the game. Open. Tokens are visible. Each player can see the other deck. Trade rules practice. The players won't lose or gain any tokens at the end of the game. Beautiful. Alright. So what do we really want here? We have some 2s in here. We definitely want those. I guess that would make sense why the rat was being annoying again, because it's got a 2 on it here. You've got a 2 as well. Everything else seems to be about the same outside of the names here. Presumably you're better. I've already forgotten the symbols. The monkey is probably pretty good for defense, if I had to guess. The rat is weak to everything? Is that right? That's not great, huh? Everybody's weak to everything? I don't know, there's a lot of 2s, but I read it all, and just none of it stuck. Well, we're just gonna hope for the best here. We'll get immediately wrecked, I guess, and, well, here I am now. I want my rat here, and everything's the same, so I guess we put this right here. Get double owned. Alright, that's to be expected, I suppose. Get owned. We couldn't get that one in the middle there, huh? Unfortunately. Well, if we're the last one to play, we don't have to worry about the defense. Owned. It's just that easy. How did we win? I don't know. I was kind of just placing things, to be honest with you. Congratulations, but because it was practice, we don't gain anything. 7 out of 220 tokens, so presumably that means we've got 220 enemies we can make in the tokens. So we got a bit of,
I guess that's how the tokens fall sometimes.
Enemies
I
to
meant
play
no
with.
disrespect.
Come on, let's have a rematch.
What do you two think you're doing?
Played some
Have
chess.
you forgotten about the noises in Pesca Spring already? Something so horrible has never happened before.
They were free.
Yet
Don't
here you
worry
are,
about it.
arguing over some stupid game. A little sympathy wouldn't hurt, you know.
Nobody cares, kid. Get out of here.
Goddess Yuno is waiting. Let's go to the Arcadium.
Yeah. Hunt skills are now open. By talking to the Guildmaster, you can accept hunt quests to take on ferocious enemies. Defeating them will be no easy feat, so make sure you're well prepared before accepting such quests. You can find guilds in every city. Be sure to check them regularly. Alright. Well, that's probably something we'll have to do in the next episode, because this one is gonna be going ahead and coming to a close here. Alright, so that's it for our first episode. Appreciate everybody who ended up watching it. It's a little different from what we've been doing. We played Nexamon for a bit there. For the CS people, it's not CS, but I mean, if you like the Final Fantasy style of the turn-based strategy and whatnot, I mean, Square Enix did make the game, so, you know, maybe we'll start to see more of that flow through as we get farther into the game. As with all the new games, you know, the first episode is, you know, just getting your bearings, making sure you know how the game works and all of that. So that's generally about what I expected out of this video. We did get to fight a boss, though. I mean, we immediately went into a dungeon, and we did fight the boss of the dungeon, which I was kind of concerned that we weren't going to be able to beat there for a little bit, because it had like 2,000 heals and whatnot. But yeah, apparently focus is a lot more important than I was originally thinking it was going to be, just due to the amount of damage boost it gives. Because you get the weak bonus if you can find it, and then you get the multiplicative bonus of focus, and it just skyrockets your damage. So it's definitely something to keep in mind for future encounters. Hopefully we didn't waste too many resources in doing that fight. I think overall it went generally pretty well. Nobody died, so everybody got all the XP and whatnot. We did get to make a few more tokens. We got to steal some status orbs, which will eventually help us whenever I figure out how to actually use the Ascension tree correctly. But yeah, that's about it. So appreciate you guys for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya.